So, hello and welcome everybody, back to the League of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Kebablord here, and we are continuing with our big Anno 1800 Let's Play of Season 2. And yeah, there's one particular thing that I wanted to talk about, and that is that... Oh, I see, proactivity only plus 40%. Something that needs to be fixed soon for the TEF mill, unless we place it somewhere else. Yeah. I originally intended to go back to a daily upload schedule with Anno 1800, but then I stumbled upon one or two little things. And that is that, well, let's say if I do that, and I do then all the plans that I have. I mean, that would be, of course, stabilizing the needs for the scholars.
The people celebrate your leadership.
In next turn, make sure that we have the Arctic region properly settled, and then allow the AIs to settle there. And then I'm going to finish the campaign. And then that's basically it. We would play through the different stories, and then we are done. And then there would be not much to do. And the DLCs would come at a later point. And we would have long waiting times in between, and that is something that that would actually not be that cool. So what I'm honestly thinking is that I should switch to a bi-daily upload schedule for Anno 1800.
Competitors are now at war.
So that it lasts longer. And that we can take all the DLCs with us as soon as they are being released. That would then basically be 3 to 4 episodes a week instead of 7. In return, I would say we open up many other projects. I mean, there's still stuff that needs to be finished, as I already talked about. We have the Anno 2070 campaign, we have Anno 15, we have Anno 2205 Season 5. And I also wanted to play the older Annos, at least one of them, either 1503 or 1602, depending on the poll that we did a while ago. And that actually had quite a clear outcome. Then there's still the general scenario of Anno 1404 that needs to be done. We have the stronger Crusader stuff. So yeah, I would love to ingrain more of those projects.
So much stronger together.
While keeping Season 2 of Anno 1800... as I said, on a bi-daily basis as a long-term project. Just tell me what you think about that. In my opinion, that would be totally worth it, because then we would not have any nasty breaks, and I would not have to create any kind of filler episodes or anything like that. Just type down in the comments what you think of that, or write it on Discord. And yeah, with that, we can now go into the actual episode. So what we are still having to do is we need to make sure that we have enough seafood stew. So, and for that we need spices, and for that we need more TEF mills. The good part is we don't actually have to do much here.
A magnet for genius.
So my question would be, where can we place more of those? Yeah, actually this here is alright. And here we have also some items that are that work properly. So there we have plus 75% production. Which is honestly not as much as I want to have. Okay. Yeah. Then we would just align it outside of here. So that works, and the next step that we are going to do is increasing our TEF production a little bit. Oh wait, there's another thing that we were running short of. Let's take a look. yeah, we need a bit more salt as well. Good thing that salt is very easy to come by. So you should be at, yeah, producing 2 per minute. That is fine. We still have more than enough Sangha cows. Way more than enough, I might add. And in return, we don't need our lobsters anymore. And now if we had here some teff fertility, that would be great. But unfortunately we don't, though we do have some teff fertility here that we might use. But here I need to be a bit careful about the irrigation capacity.
Olio reporting in.
But for that, we have items. Plus 30, plus 25, plus 20. It ain't that much, actually. That is disappointing. On the other hand, we only have those 2 slots. Alright, no, here we have 4 slots.
There's tea by the door if you want it.
There we are producing clay. And we actually don't even need that much clay.
I feel it reflects the times.
And I feel like you should
Calling
shut
you the
up.
master, among many other complimentary monikers. Uncompromising journalism.
But yeah, we are
Cargo boat
we are
at
still
the
going
ready.
to do it.
This represents an extraordinary breakthrough in the field.
On our way.
Snoozeton Eidelberg. Or Eidelborg, depending on how you are pronouncing that. So the question is still, do we want to have a railroad here? The answer to that is probably
New
yes.
orders.
Oh wait, we are already producing teff here, right? 5 already, so if you combine that with taborim, that actually works out quite well, so it is only the spices that we need to really improve. And of course we need a little teff overproduction, but those are mainly details. Okay, and with just the spices, that actually works well for me. So they have 128 dials that they need. So now we have here a bit more available. So, but on the other hand, with tractor barns, we could do a bit more.
Aye.
Yeah, let's do it.
Carry her about.
We'll build here a little oil harbor. It will take a while until it really picks up.
Not to ruffle your bow tie, but
Okay, collect major discovery. And since we are soon also going to increase the amount of influence that we have by simply increasing the size of the
It
city,
gladdens me to be reminded of your
we can start with filling all these sets here. So then let's get started with the Andeans.
Hold the crane.
Really? We need windows for that? No. But for a fuel station. And the fuel station needs elders, which we don't have, but which we could have on this island. Okay, that works for me. We are simply building a second small settlement. And then that should work.
Pumping smoke, Admiral.
And then we will spice up our spice production. Yeah, then we will build here in the back. Or somewhere a little secondary settlement.
Notice we have no shipyard.
Kitema.
Bedehina metahi.
Anything special? I mean, I could buy the entire time the spices I need. That item here is actually useful. Magan, the master craftsman.
People celebrate your leadership.
I just noticed how much I'm overproducing animals. I mean, let's just check how much gold milk I'm now producing here, and also Sangha cows. 69! Oh my god, what have I done? And gold milk 20. With that, I can actually supply the entirety of all my colonies here without having to build goat farms or anything somewhere else. I will just build a couple of more there. Would actually save us a lot of workforce. Maybe I would do that as a little infrastructure project in the future. So... routes, and there's oil. You will also unload oil there. And soon that will be the case. I mean, yeah, we are definitely producing more than enough oil. So the next step will be to build a small settlement so that we get a bit more workforce. So that we can upgrade a few people, which will in return allow us to build a fuel station. And then we have everything that we need in order to get our spice production running.
discovery that just oozes culture.
The discovery that just oozes culture, yeah? Okay, and then again, Andean.
How thrilling! A renowned personage has arrived.
So, people here shall be happy. That is an order.
The people celebrate your leadership.
So brave, and so many lives saved.
So, is there now something that we are being short of? Bit of a dried meat. Dried meat. Holy cow, are we producing many cars here? Okay, trade routes for the scholars. Yeah, that seems to work. This route can be deleted.
Ceasefire has ended.
I also have my wife and children to think about.
The cherry atop our beautiful friendship cake. How unexpected.
So are you going to grow a little bit? Apparently not.
There's a better place for both of us. Now that's just unfriendly.
So the next step will be to build here another dry house.
Finally, we have possession of that curiosity.
Okay, so that works. Nice. So, and we have 80 more tiles available. We will mostly focus it around here.
you how to do this if you...
We don't need you dragging us down.
So good thing the range of this is so ginormous. We have a bit of water supply so that we can also build here Firewatch. And we can build here a proper warehouse. And here we now get the connection for the oil.
Cargo stations.
And hopefully soon the next oil transport will come up. And since we are not consuming that much... Oh, I see so many different skins for the railroad by now. The North Sea coasters. Looks interesting, so let's see. The Hellhound locomotive is also looking interesting. Use random train skins. Come on, now I want to see the next train coming back.
The sweet scent of injera baked on scalding stone.
Okay, the seafood stew got collected. Well, isn't that a beauty? But yeah, I think it would be better to just put it on random. So, we just need to wait for the oil. Until then, there's not that much we can do.
People celebrate your leadership.
Finally, we have possession of that curiosity.
Okay, so we can now also collect that one. And with that, we should now have the Andean set complete. Grain fertility provided. Wow. Activates coffee fertility if built in the new world. So, the next one is going to be the subalpine. Yeah, I know. I lost the prestige level.
If only Tariko hadn't misplaced my last batch.
Okay, this has the potential to be a little issue. But not entirely.
I didn't expect you there.
So, we can now do that. So, and even without the oil, we are now producing a bit more of spice.
New orders.
Still waiting for the oil tanker though.
This city is a magnet for genius.
Fake champagne, cellar rum distillery, and advanced rum distillery. I'm not really overwhelmed by that. So that should actually do the trick.
Yes.
There comes the
Tank
oil.
ready.
Around 250 are
Spiffy.
going to be loaded in here. In the meantime, we can go back and see what next set we want. That will probably be the marshland. Yeah, I'll go around those.
Ceasefire has ended. Ship under attack.
It's rare we leave any alive.
So, about the marshland. We don't really have anything of that, right? Yep, we don't. Well, then let's start with a marshmallow. So now we got oil here. Now our fuel depot can start producing
Tariko,
fuel.
send it out, will you?
Competitors are now at war.
So, and in theory,
Ceasefire has ended.
one of those tractor barns is tripling the production. So, by having built around 7 of them, we should have increased our production by 21. Before that, we were producing 4. Meaning we should end up at around 26 of a 25 of a 27 that we need. So we will have to build 2 more spice farms. But they can actually be independent from the rest.
Competitors have agreed a peace deal.
Count yourself lucky, you pimple. Bilge water.
Yeah, we can do that trade once I'm focusing on the old world again. Thanks to the Dockland, I am actually going to do that fairly early. Yeah, plus 200%. Since we normally have 100 already, that means our output is at 300%. Oh, even more, apparently. Okay, and that is now more than we actually need in Taborim. But of course, we would be happy if we have another TEF farm. So then,
Teach you how to do
let's
this.
build one. It does not have to be beautiful, it just needs to work.
Finally, we have possession of that curiosity.
A tiny something to keep you going.
So, marshland. Yeah, that seems to work. Our TEF production is increased, our spice production is increased. Most likely we need another charter route. So select goods. Yeah, give me a filter for that, you idiots. Alright, I forgot. No drag and drop system.
The Masinko is a bit out of tune.
So, if we put them together, TEF overproduction, spice overproduction, heavy Sangha overproduction. Even the linen production works fine, though I wish we had a bit more. All those seem to work. Yeah, next thing we need to increase his tapestries. And for those we need to linseed.
Only the lot.
But that is something that we are going to focus on in the next episode. Yeah, I actually thought we were producing enough. But okay, when in doubt, we can remove a couple of Sangha farms, like these two. And then get their proper linseed production. Though it still will not give us as much as is needed. Oh, would you look at that? 50% increase. Plus another 50%. So those are actually not that great. You're also plus 40%. Yeah. I can heavily increase our production.
Finally, we have possession of that curiosity.
Yeah, thank you. And before we continue with the marshland, I'm already going to order here the first items for the linseed farm. Plus 50, plus 50, plus 40. That sounds good. Meaning plus 140 production. Yeah.
Cargo stations.
And you two can go back to Crown Falls. And with that, we are now 40 minutes in. We fixed our seafood stew production, which does not even contain any seafood. Which makes it even funnier.
Oh, I didn't expect you there.
Yeah, and we will then increase our linseed production. We will switch here a couple of items, because here we get plus 35, plus 25, plus 20. Wow. So only plus 80% production,
A renowned personage has arrived.
when we could have plus 140. And that might already solve a couple of issues. What we then need, however, is more indigo. Maybe by also using oil here. And then we can supply all those. That actually sounds like a plan. Yeah, so next episode we are going to rework our indigo and linseed production. Which will be quite easy. Once we figure out a way to let our railroad reach that area here. Yeah, that's some simple restructuring should do the trick. Then doubt, yeah, we will simply remove a couple of houses. It will not be pretty, but it will work. Yeah, we are going to do that. But first we need a proper thumbnail. Yep, that looks good. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If yes, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Would be a great feedback for me, and it would make me very, very happy. And yeah, if you have any feedback, questions, or whatsoever, then just type it down in the comments. I will make sure to read it all. And if you want to get notified whenever the next episode is being uploaded, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and that notifications are activated. And with that, I say goodbye and see you next time. Bye bye.